Hello kids, good afternoon. It's great to welcome you all back for our online computer class. I hope you all are doing good. So today we are gonna start our session with a fresh new chapter in your computer textbook. Okay, dear children, I hope you all are ready with your textbook right now, isn't it? So turn to page number 51, dear children. So we're gonna start fourth chapter in your computer textbook now. Okay. The topic of your fourth chapter is presentations in PowerPoint 2013. Okay, so now I hope you already learned in previous class in the sense in the previous year. Okay, in grade 5 might have already learned about PowerPoint presentation, right? So this year you're going to learn some more features that are available in PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so this chapter is all about the presentation, the slides that you create and that you present it. What are the editing options that you could do in the slides so that your presentation looks more beautiful. Okay, that is what you're gonna learn in this chapter entirely. Okay, so are you all ready, dear children? So this will be very helpful for you to create a attractive presentation. Okay, so now, so when you open your presentation in the insert tab, you could able to see all these commands. Okay, so before that, let me open Microsoft PowerPoint presentation 2013 for you so that I could able to show you in a realistic manner. Okay, so I hope you already know how to open Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, right? So first of all, you need to have that application in your laptop or computer. You need to install that. After installing, you need to click on the Start tab, go to All Programs, then click on Microsoft Office, and within Microsoft Office, you will have Microsoft PowerPoint presentation 2013. Okay, you click on that option, immediately you will see a window like this. Okay, so if you want to insert a tab, that you insert a slide that you have already learned in the grade 5. In grade 5 you have learned, right? So it should go to insert tab, click on new slide and click on the slide that you need. Okay, so when you click on the slide in the slide palette and when you give enter, you could able to see more slides, more new slides. Okay, so this already you know, am I right? In grade 5 have learned this. Okay, now let's see what are the some of the features that you did not learn in grade 5 and something that is new to you. First of all, in the insert tab, when you click on the insert tab, you could able to see many groups. Okay, so this is what is explained initially in your chapter. So let's see what are the groups. You have tables group, images, illustrations, apps, links, comments, and text, symbols, media. Okay, these are the different groups that are available in the insert tab. Let's see in this chapter how to use some of the important tabs, some of the important groups in this among all these groups. Okay, the first option that you're gonna learn in this is smart graphics option. Okay, you can make use of that option whenever you want to show something in your presentation in a hierarchy format. You know what is hierarchy? In science and some other subject, even in computer subject, you have like let me show you in your textbook. Okay, look at in page number 53, dear children. You have a figure 4.3. You have smart art graphic inserted in slide. So can you able to see this diagram? So this is the hierarchy diagram. Okay, you will have a name at the top, and from among the name there will be two more division, and another two more division from already divided one. Okay, so this format is called, okay, hierarchy. Okay, there will be a main point, and from among the main point there will be other sub points. Okay, so mainly Science, isn't it? In science, this will be very useful. Even in computer, you have this. When you learn about flowcharts in programming language, you will make use of this. That will learn in your higher class. Okay. So when you move on to your higher class, you will be learning about flowcharts. Okay, and more about programming languages. So that time you will have in computer also these kind of hierarchies. Okay, so if you want to show some hierarchy in your presentation, okay, then you can use this smart art. So for using the smart art, you should first of all click on insert tab and move to illustrations group. In illustrations there is an option called smart art. Click on that. You could able to see a dialog box like this, isn't it? So inside this dialog box you could able to see many different kinds of hierarchy format. Okay, so list. So if you want a listed format, it will be in listed. Also you have varieties. Okay, so that varieties will be displayed in this block. And if you want process format, okay, that is available here. Cycle, hierarchy. Okay, so this is hierarchy format as I told you, right? Then cycle format. All these are called smart arts. Okay, so instead of explaining your presentation in a theoretical way, if you want to show your concepts in pictorial format, then this smart art will be very useful to you. Okay, so whatever format you want, for example, I want this format to be applied in my presentation, applied in my slide. I should click on this, then click OK. Can you able to see? So this is the picture that you have chosen right now. If you want to enter text within this, you can able to enter whatever text you want, you can able to enter. Okay, finally when you go to the slideshow, this will be appearing in the slides. Understand, dear children? So this is how you should make use of smart art in your presentation. So whatever you type inside this, okay, for example I type here animals. Okay, I type animal, and you can able to see in this dialog box next to this diagram, in the first point whatever I typed inside this is visible here. Similarly, if I type here something, that will be visible here. Okay, so whatever I type here, that will be visible in this dialog box. Okay, so if you want to edit anything, you could able to edit here as well. If you type anything here, that will be visible inside this circle. Okay, so this is how you should enter text inside your smart art. You understood, your children? So this is all about your smart art. Okay, now immediately after using your smart art in your slide, you could able to see two more new options under smart art tools: design and format. Okay, so design option, you have another 5 designs in addition. Okay, so same the smart art that you have chosen, you can add more styles to it. Okay, by means of this design option. When you click on design, you could able to see 5 more designs for the art that you have chosen. See, this is the initial design, and when you click in the next one, it will be little different from the first. Third one, the color has changed, right? And fourth one, okay, it will be a little more different. You could see slight differences among these 5 styles. Okay, so whichever style you like and whichever style you feel best, you could choose that. Okay, so the next is format option. So using this option, you can add color to the text that you enter inside the smart art diagram. Okay, whatever text that you enter, you could add color to that. Okay, or else you can add a different color at the background. There is a option called shape fill, right? So you can choose whatever color you want. If you choose that particular circle or particular changed to the color that you choose. Okay, so in shape style there is an option called shape fill. Click on the down arrow and choose the color that you want. Okay, then shape outline, when you click on that, only outline you could able to change. Now if I choose red color, can you able to see the outline of this circle is red in color. Okay, so now shape effects, when you click that, and preset, there are options like preset, shadow, reflection. Okay, so whatever effect you want for a particular diagram you could able to choose. Glow effects or the soft edges. Okay, so the 3D rotation. Okay, so when you click on 3D rotation and click this parallel, can you able to see the circle is in 3D format. Okay, so similarly you could able to add any effects that you want for your particular diagram. Okay, particular art. And you also can use word arts as well, and you can use text fill. If you use text fill, the text that you have written will be changed to the color that you choose. Okay, see here, if I choose red color, the text animal is changed to red color. Okay, so you can give outline for your text as well. So when you click any color here, the outline of the text, okay, green or red or whatever outline will be changed to that particular color. Okay, so you can do whatever effect, you can format your text as per your wish using these design and format options. Okay, you understood, dear children, how to do this? So practice this in your laptop or computer today. Okay, now the next thing is how to add a screenshot to the slides. Okay, so for inserting a screenshot to the slide, first of all you need to click on the slide. Take your mouse pointer and click on the slide in which you need to insert the screenshot. So after clicking that, go to the insert tab, click the insert tab, and in the images group you have an option called screenshot. So click on that. So when you click that, you will get a drop down menu called available windows. Okay, so in that you could able to see the list of screenshots available in your computer. Okay, so you can click on the desired screenshot, whichever screenshot you want, you can click on that. So I'm clicking on this. So if once you click, immediately you could able to see the screenshot in your slide. Okay, so this is how you should add screenshot to your slide. It is very easy, right? So this also you try today at your house. Okay, now the next topic is creating a photo album. How to create photo album in your presentation software, using your presentation software. Okay, so before learning about photo album, I want all of you to turn page number 56 in your textbook, and I want to underline this. Take your pencil and underline this point. Okay, a photo album in a PowerPoint presentation that you create is a PowerPoint presentation that you create to display a series of photographs. Okay, underline this. You did, dear children? So after underlining, listen to what I explain you now. So it is a series of photographs. Photo album means you are going to display series of photographs in your slide. So that is called photo album. Okay. Now let's see how to create photo album using your presentation. Okay, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. For that, first of all, you need to go to insert tab. Click on insert tab, and in images group you have an option called photo album, right? So click on that. Okay, so you will be able to see new photo album. So click that. Okay, so when you click on that, you could able to see a dialog box like this. Okay, so in this first of all, if you want to add whatever photos into your album, you need to select that particular pictures, isn't it? So for that you need to click on this file or disk option. So click that. You will able to see the list of folders in your computer. So wherever your pictures are available, wherever you you have saved your images, you click on that file. I have stored in desktop, so my available pictures in desktops are wherever you have your videos, okay, that folder you could able to click. Okay, so I have video in desktop, and so I'm clicking on it. Okay, so after clicking on the video, then you should click insert. So once you click insert, you could able to see there is option at, there is a option at the bottom. See, inserting video. This should be filled. This option should be filled. I mean, this box should be filled. Once it is filled, your video will be displayed in the slide. Can you able to see? And there is a play button here. If you click on the play button, your video will be played.
Hello kids.
Okay, so you got it, how to insert insert a video. Okay, so this is also similar to inserting audio to your file. Okay, audio to your slide. It is very easy, right? So the next thing is slide transition. So transition means you are going to make your presentation look more attractive by giving some background effects to your slides. Okay, that is called transitions. So you have a tab called transitions tab at the top. So click on that transition. Okay, so this you can use for your text as well as images in your presentation. Okay, so when you are going to show a slideshow, okay, during that time it will give you a pleasant look to your presentation. Okay, it will make the viewers more attracted towards your video. Okay, towards your slideshow. Okay, so that is why transitions are used. For example, for this image, if I want to give any transition, sorry, for this particular slide, if I want to give any transition, then I can click on transition tab and choose whatever transition option I need. See, random bars means, reveal means it will be like this. Okay, wipe means it will be like this, push. Okay, so these are the different transition options. So you can apply this to all slides, or else you can apply to a particular slides as well. Okay, so if you want to apply to all slides, okay, when you click once again, when you click this down arrow, okay, you could able to see many transition options available. Whichever you want, you could able to select it. Okay, now you also have sound options for your transition effect. Okay, so whenever a particular slide is opened, okay, this along with this transition effect, you could also give sound effects. For that, in timings group, there is an option called sound. Click on that, and you have many sound options. Okay, so that which option you like, you can able to click. Okay, so if you click, that particular sound will be displayed for each slide. Okay, so and also you have duration option. Okay, using this duration option, you can increase or decrease the time using this up and down arrow. This duration time is for how long you want a particular slide to be visible to your viewers. Okay, if you want your slide to be visible 1 minute, then you can choose 1 minute. Okay, so how much ever time you want, you can able to choose in this duration option. Okay, so that is why duration is there. So after applying all this, you can able to see your presentation. You can be able to view your slideshow with the help of slideshow, clicking slideshow and choosing from the beginning. Okay, when you click anywhere with the mouse on the screen, the next slide will come. See, can you able to hear that voice? So this sound is what I have chosen. So that sound you could able to hear when I choose the next slide, isn't it? Okay, so try this also, dear children. So this is also very easy to do. Okay, this will help. You don't want to choose this particular sound, you can choose any sound in your list. Okay, and now the next adding animation to your images or text in the slide is also very easy. Okay, so that can be done by clicking on animation tab. Okay, so first of all you need to select for which you need to give animation. So I want to give animation to this particular image, so I click on this image. Immediately can you able to see different animation options here. If you want more animation options, then you can able to click this down arrow. So can you able to see many animation options are available here. Okay, so you can click on anything. See, when you click this, it will be appearing like this. Okay, so these are the different animation options. Okay, so once you select it, it will be applied to that particular slide. So in a slideshow you could able to see that particular animation appearing to the image or text that you select. Okay, so this is also very easy, just like transition effect. Okay, so this will also make your presentation more attractive. Okay dear children, try this out, it is very easy. And now the last thing is recording your slideshow. For how to record your slideshow. Okay, for that first of all you need to click on slideshow option, slideshow tab. Okay, in the setup group there is an option called record slideshow, isn't it? So click on that. Okay, so when you click you could see two options: start recording from the beginning, start recording from the current slide. So from where you need to record, okay, you need to choose where that option. So if you want to record from the beginning, click on this. Okay, so immediately you could see a dialog box like this. So when you give start recording, immediately whatever from the beginning of the slide, okay, can you able to see recording? There is an option here called recording. So whatever I speak now is being recording. Okay, so along with the slides, whatever we speak will be recorded. Okay, so once you click on escape, and after giving escape, whatever you have recorded so far, okay, will be available in your presentation. So if you want that to be saved, you should not close the presentation immediately. Instead you should go to the file tab. Okay, so there is an option called save as option, click on that. Okay, so where you want to save, you should choose in the browse option. Now click on the picture that you want. Okay, if I want this picture, I should click on that, then click insert. So once you select a particular picture, you could able to see in pictures and album this list that that first picture is listed as 1A. Okay, and preview of that particular picture will be shown next to it. Okay, you can similarly you could able to add how much ever picture that you want to add in your album. Okay, the same procedure is followed. Click the file disk again, then click on the next picture and click insert. Can you able to see the second picture preview is shown here, and the name of the picture is mentioned here. Okay, 2B, it is mentioned 2B. And the third thing is, when you look at the picture, if you want to add a third picture to your album, then click on the file disk option again, and you should click on the next option. Okay, click on the next picture that you want, then after that click insert. Similarly you could able to add many more pictures to the album, so that is according to your wish, right? So I'm adding one more picture to the album. So after adding all the pictures to the album, you need to, if you want to create the album, then you first of all you should go to this album layout option. So there is an option called picture layout. In that you need to select the manner in which your picture should be in the album. So for that there is a down arrow here, click on the down arrow, and in the down arrow you have some options like picture with slide, and only one picture, two pictures in a slide. Okay, you have many more options like this. So whichever thing you want, you could able to select using this option. So I'm selecting one picture. Okay, fit to a slide means in one picture, one slide, only one picture will be available. Okay, after doing all this, you need to click on the create option. So when you click on the create option, Yeah, immediately your PowerPoint presentation will create a photo album. Can you able to see? So this is how your photo album presentation looks like. Okay. So since I not give any topic to my presentation, any title to my presentation, this is a default photo presentation. Okay, this is default title, photo album by BNCBSE, and you could able to see all the pictures that you have selected in the uh, photo album, right? I have selected four pictures. All the four pictures are available right now. So I hope, dear children, you understood how to do this. So I want all of you to try this today at your home. Okay. Now, dear children, the next topic is inserting audio and video files to your presentation. So let's see now how to add audio and video files to your presentation. Okay. In order to add audio to your slides, first of all, you need to click the insert tab. Okay, after clicking that, go to the medias group and you have option called audio. Click on that audio option. You have two options below when you click on audio option. That is online audio and audio on my PC. Okay, so if you want some audios to be downloaded from the net, okay, if you don't have any available audio on your computer, then you can click on that. But before clicking on that, make sure that you're connected to your Wi-Fi or your network. Okay, so only then you could able to download from internet. Okay, since I'm not connected to it, I'm just cancelling it. And if you have audio on your PC, click on this. So immediately all the folders will be displayed in the screen. Okay, so even in which folder you have your music, okay, you can click on that. Okay, but I don't have any music downloaded in my computer, so I don't have any music here. But if you have music, let me tell you what you should do. So you should select a particular music, okay, in a particular folder. Then after that you should click insert. Okay, so immediately that particular audio will be inserted in the slide that you have chosen. Okay, during the slideshow you could able to play that. Okay, so this is how you need to insert audio to your slides. And adding video is also similar to this. Okay, so in the same insert tab, in the same media group, you have option called video, isn't it? So click on that. Similar to audio option, you have online video and video on my PC. So you can click whichever option you want. So I'm clicking on video on my PC. Okay, so now I'm going to save in desktop. Okay, so I click on desktop and I give save. Okay, so after I give save, okay, dear children, since I already have a presentation in this name, I'm going to change the name. Okay, so I give another file name. I give one and save as type. I forgot to tell you that save as type. In that you have to click this down arrow. Okay, so in that there is an option called MPEG video. So click on that. Okay, after clicking that, give save. Okay, now you can able to see there is option at the down. Okay, so here you could able to see creating video. So and here your video has been created. Okay, so this is how your video will be created. You should wait until this ends. This white mark should end. Only then your complete video will be created. And wherever you have given, I have given desktop for saving it, isn't it? So wherever you have saved it, there your video will be available after completing. Okay, so by doing this you can able to create video using presentation. Okay, dear children, I hope you understand this, isn't it? And with this your chapter ends. Okay, so in this chapter you learned all about the basics in PowerPoint presentation, how to create a slideshow perfectly. That is what you have learned right now. Okay, I want all of you to try this out in your house today. Okay, I hope you will do that. And after this video, check out your WhatsApp group and don't forget to complete the practice work that I post on WhatsApp group. Okay, dear children, when you do while practicing it, if you get any doubts, you can contact me through my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you, dear children. Have a great day.